Tel Aviv says it won't cooperate with the UN Human Rights Council over the Gaza killings. The UN's human rights body called on the council to urgently dispatch an independent international commission of inquiry after tens of Palestinians were killed while protesting against the US embassy move to Jerusalem al-Quds. Israel rejected the decision, saying the council had an automatic anti-Israel majority where hypocrisy and the absurd held sway. This is not the first time Tel Aviv lashed out at a human rights body.
Even if it's unable to send the delegation into Gaza and into Israel to investigate, it should do everything it can to produce a report. The reason, obviously, and it is obvious, Israel won't allow this council to conduct an independent investigation, is because it knows that an independent investigation would find it guilty of all the accusations of wanton destruction, using assassinations when Israeli soldiers were not even in any danger.
Joining Israel, the US ambassador to UN slammed the council as well. Nikki Haley said it is another shameful day for human rights. The US and Australia were the two countries that opposed the decision. Tel Aviv says its actions were completely legal and intended to protect its sovereignty and security. The United Nations High Commissioner for Human Rights warned that killing resulting from the unlawful use of force by an occupying power may also constitute willful killings, a grave breach of the Fourth Geneva Convention.
The Human Rights Council should now issue the list of companies that it has already collated, which are accused of complicity in the occupation, working in the settlements and so on. Let's put them on notice. Let's put Israel on notice for the crimes that it commits, and make sure that the council now puts teeth into the mechanism that is needed to conduct this independent investigation.
As an occupying power under international law, Israel is obligated to protect the population of Gaza and ensure their welfare. In reality, the regime has turned the Strip into an open prison for its inhabitants, depriving them of even basic rights. Meanwhile, leaders of the Organization of the Islamic Cooperation, the OIC, arrived in Istanbul on Friday to show solidarity with the Palestinian people. The summit urged the creation of an international force to protect the Palestinians. The OIC also criticized the United States for complicating in the crimes of Israel and emboldening the regime by relocating its embassy to Jerusalem al-Quds.
When we think that of how many Muslims there are around the world, how many Muslim countries there are around the world, it should be possible to stand up to Israel, to stand up to America for their stance against the Palestinians. The Americans and indeed the Israelis have ties with all these countries, and it's important that they call ambassadors of the US and those who have any relations with Israel to call them in, to tell them that they reject the recognition of Jerusalem as Palestine's capital, as Israel's capital by the United States.
Held on very short notice, the meeting showed the determination of Muslim countries to defend the Palestinian cause and denounce Israel's crimes against humanity. Now it is time to act.